Hello everyone, I am Denzel Edward Pinto, Faculty in Economics, Milagres College, Mangalore. So today's video, we are discussing on significance of international trade. So we will discuss one by one. First one, international division of labor and specialization. Now here, division of labor, the word is introduced by the famous economist Adam Smith. So according to Adam Smith, division of labor is nothing but the separation of a work process into a number of tasks. It is useful for system of mass production. So now specialization, also one of the important for international trade. Different regions are endowed with the different types of productive agents. Each nations to specialize in the production of those goods for which their factor equipment is most suited. Now let's suppose Britain is specialized in iron ore and coal. Middle East countries are specialized in oil resources. Southeast countries are specialized in tin and rubber. And India and Sri Lanka is specialized in producing of tea. So it leads to increased income and improvement in the standard of living of the people. Next one is optimum use of world resources. So international trade leads to utilize the resources at optimum level, using at best manner. So it utilizes all the physical and human resources productivity, which leads to efficiency in management. Maximum utilization of scarce resources by selecting its best possible alternative use in industry from out of various uses, which are underutilized. Next one is stabilization of prices. So now international trade is useful. One of the important significance in stabilizing prices. The surpluses of the country could be exported and the deficits may be by imports. Next one is technological progress. International trade leads to the removal of technological gap, like new machines, equipments, new design, technical services from other countries can be useful from this international trade. Next is easy flow of capital. So now here the international trade attract foreign capital. It is useful for the investment made in other countries, investment in other sectors of economy. For example, mining and export of minerals, which leads to new instruments in power generation, plantation of agriculture and tourism, etc. So these all are invested in other countries. It will expand the markets, which leads to domestic savings and skilled labor. Next one is promotion of competition. Now here, promotion of competition, nothing but international trade leads to the competition. Now here, because of competition, we find the producers to produce superior quality at a lesser price. There will be efficiency when there is a competition. So international trade leads to the competition. Next one is great bilateral cooperation. International trade leads to create consciousness. It builds a good cooperation among the countries. It can be easy or help to removal of balance of payment problems. It can be deal with the exchange rates, removal of tariffs, etc. Next one is growth of international economic institutions. International trade leads to develop or growth of international financial institutions. It promotes of a free international trade leads to World Bank, IMF, International Monetary Fund, and World Trade Organization. Next one is export-led growth. International trade, we can say there is an interlinked growth process. It is an interlinked growth process. It will maximize or it will expand the exports of the country by utilizing the resources, using the capital, using the labor. So also it creates linkage which stimulate the development of other industries. It is creating inefficient demand from one industry to another industry so that they can create the efficiency. Now, for example, wheat industry to rail transport industry, which we found in North America, one of the example what we can say. So that is nothing but international trade creates inefficiency in industry from inefficiency industry to the efficiency industries. And the last one is basis of economic survival. For some economies, international trade is like the economic survival. They have to develop, they have to depend one another. The development of the country depends on other countries' resources. For some countries, for some economies, international trade is a matter of life and death. So for example, England, Japan, Germany, for them international trade is nothing but it is very important for their economy. Thank you.